if you are new to my channel, I will be setting up my monthly budget for the month of August. Today is August 1st that August 1st, so happy August to everybody. If you are a returning viewer, you're probably looking at this cover like, what is going on? Because I'm used to seeing something else. You're probably interested in the cover, the binding. You're probably like, Raven, what happened to your other planner? Well, there is a story behind it, and I did kind of want to just clear the air. I actually received 2 Erin Condren monthly deluxe planners as a gift. I think I got these like back in June, sometime in June maybe. I really can't remember. I know it was before August. Not August, but I know it's before July. Like I said, I received them as a gift. I received this one as well as this one. This is the 8.5 by 11, and this is the regular 7 by 9. They're not the life planners. It's just the monthly deluxe planners, which just has like your monthly layout and then your notes pages. It doesn't have any, weekly or daily pages. There was some interesting things that happened in the world regarding Erin Condren, some things that, of course, I myself did not agree with. I think it was many other people who didn't agree with it. If you're unsure of what I'm talking about, you can Google it, and I'm sure you can get some more information about, what happened with Erin Condren herself, regarding her kids and their graduation. It was just a bunch of foolishness. Like I said, that I just did not agree with at all. So the reason why, which as you can see, this planner started in July. I didn't start using this planner in July because I was kind of undecided what I wanted to do. And I didn't know if I wanted to maybe give these away or, sell them or whatever. But I ended up saying, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use it. At least this particular one. Because like I said, I got both of these as a gift from a very, very dear friend who knows that I'm into planners and that I love planner stuff. And I have a thing about gifts that I don't re-gift gifts and I don't sell gifts. I try to find a reason and a purpose for them because I just feel that's being appreciative of the people who give me gifts. So that is why you see this new situation set up here, whereas you are used to seeing this happy planner. So I just wanted to premise that and get that kind of out there. All right. Okay, what you will be seeing that is a continuation of what I was doing in July are my sticker kits. Of course, the layouts look different because this is August and July was July. So we do have these new lovely patterns and colors for July. Well, for August, for August. July was more of a, kind of red and blue situation set up, which I did like. I liked it, but it's just, once you kind of look at it for so long, it just kind of gets tired, which the same thing is going to happen with this by the time I get ready to switch to September. But anywho, so like I said, I'll be using these, and I will actually show you how I'm going to set this up. Another thing that's actually going to be new I'm going to be trying out these Pilot Frixion erasable pens. A friend of mine had not some of these, but they were by Pilot and they were Frixion erasable pens, but they weren't these particular ones. I think they were like color sticks or something. I don't know, but they were erasable as well. And I actually like Pilot pens like this, so I think that's why I ended up getting these with like hers didn't have like the grip on it like this. I like a pen that has kind of like a grip on it. So I actually got these from Amazon, and we are going to try these out to see how these work. I have not used an erasable pen in many years. I think the last time I ever used an erasable pen, some people may remember, particularly probably I'm a 90s baby, so probably other 90s babies will remember this. When we were like in middle school, probably high school too, I think it was Papermate had the erasable pens with the caps, those were horrible. They were horrible pens. They were horrible pens. But we all use them. At least I know most of the people I ran with in my circles in school use them. So I am apprehensive to try these. So we shall see. I have tried them like just on regular paper, but I haven't tried them on like this paper from the Erin Condren planner, and I have not tried them on my sticker sheets. I just tried them on some regular printer paper, and once you get it warmed up in writing, it looks pretty well. It looks pretty good. One thing I did do, it took me probably about 5 minutes, and I'm embarrassed to admit this. It took me about 5 minutes to figure out how to work the pen, because this tip here, this is the eraser, and of course this is the end you write out of. This does not twist. This end does not twist in order to get the pen to come out. It doesn't, and you can't press on this, because like I said, this is the eraser and it ain't working like that. So I was sitting like looking at this pen like literally for 5 minutes trying to figure out. And then you got some pens where you can push this thing in and out to get it to click. Some pens work like that, and I just was like, what is going on? So I'm just like, and I didn't want to tear it up because I'm notorious for tearing stuff up. So I took a minute and I was like, okay, what is happening? And then I looked at the thing that said clicker, and I'm like, what the hell is clicking? I'm like, what do you click? And I was like, well, and then I kept looking, and then I saw kind of like this situation up here. So I was like, oh, let me try that. And it worked. So how you work this pen is you hit the clicker, the little, hit that up and down like that. The clamp, the whatever this thing is called. The clip, you click it up and down, and that's how you get the pen to come out. So the disc pack that I bought it off Amazon, and I think I paid like maybe $10 for this, and it comes in 7 different colors. So you get your black, royal blue, and you can see like the eraser are kind of messed up on some of them, because like I said, I actually tried all of these just to see how the colors were right. But they come in black, royal blue, red, baby blue, purple, green, and then the pink. So I'll probably be primarily using the black one. I may dabble into the red, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm going to link these down in the description box if you wanted to take a gander at these. They have another pack as well that comes in, I think like maybe 15 or maybe 10 with an additional 5 other colors, but I just got this one because I wanted to see how it worked. And these are fine point. I only write with fine point pens. I don't like bold I just don't. I've never liked them. So this is a fine point, and it's the 0.7 millimeter, and they are jelly roll kind of tips on them. So yeah, so we got that. All right, so, and I'm trying to think what else did I want to talk about. Yeah, one thing I also decided to do, and I'm just going to kind of throw these into random videos. I don't want to call them Easter eggs, but I'm going to give y'all a little brief story time in some of my videos, and I'm going to be giving you the first one today. And this was actually inspired off of a comment that I received on my debt snowball setup video about my student loan debt, because I think I mentioned in the video that even though that particular snowball is for $21,000, that's just consumer debt, and that it does not include my student loan debt. And the comment was like, girl, we want to know about them student loan debts. So I just thought I would do like a story time regarding like the different debts that I have, just kind of how the debt came about, like what happened, because some of my debts have really funny stories to them. Well, I don't want to say funny, but some of them are life lessons, and then some of them are funny the way I tell it, I guess. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So as I'm laying down my stickers, I'm going to be running you through a story time regarding one of my debts. So let's go ahead and get started. All right. So like I said, what I have here is the Erin Condren This is the 8.5 by 11 monthly planner. They used to call these the monthly deluxe planners, but now they just call them the monthly planner. So of course, see, I haven't filled any of this out yet. I'll do that at some point. Then what you get is you get your perpetual calendar here, which I usually don't use this for anything other than trying to look up a date. Then here you have, some people use these for goal sheets. They kind of use it for each month, and then we'll set up like goals. I don't know if I'm going to do that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this page. I don't know. Then that's just a notes page, and then here's your dashboard for July. We're going to flip past July because we're not using July. We're going to skip right on over to August. And then here is the monthly setup here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it up like this so that I can go ahead and start putting my sheets on. All right, so the story time I have for you all today is, if you have seen some of my previous videos, particularly my paycheck to paycheck videos, you would notice that I have a debt which I call my legal fees. Now, these are not legal fees from something that I did that was like a criminal type offense. Let me go ahead and get that out there. This was not something that was based off of a criminal situation. It was not based off of me being sued. It was not something from a bankruptcy. It was nothing like that. Once upon a time, when I was in college, the first time, you may ask how many times have you gone to college. I'm currently getting my master's degree. So I've gotten an associate's, a bachelor's, and I'm getting my master's. So like I said, this was the first time I was in college. And I was probably about 19, I think, at the time. And I was taking associate's classes because at the time I wanted to be a doctor. That's what I wanted to do. And I was taking some of my pre-med type classes at the community college. God, I couldn't think of the name of it. The community college. So I was also working. I've worked since I was about 16, and I was getting ready to file my taxes. So this was during the spring semester of, I think, like my sophomore, like a second year or whatever, and I was getting ready to file taxes. Now, that year was my first year filing taxes where I was not a dependent for somebody else, like my mom, pretty much. I'll just say my mom. I was not being filed on a dependent as on her taxes that year. This is going to be my first time filing taxes like by myself. So I filed it, did all the things, all that, and got something back saying that taxes had already been filed. So I was like, that's like what? It was like, what? Yeah, it was like somebody had filed some taxes. And I thought, because there was a situation that occurred when I was underaged that I learned about later. My other person, not my mom, filed me on their taxes when they weren't supposed to. So I thought maybe that is what happened, but evidently it wasn't. So long story short, what occurred was somebody had stole my identity. Like completely stole my identity. They filed taxes in my name, and I think they did something else. Like they opened up like a credit card, or like three something. They opened up some credit cards, but they also filed taxes like in my name. Like they didn't file me on their taxes. They filed like my taxes, like as if they were me. So I went crying to the other person that was involved in my conception, and that person was going to help me take care of it. They had a friend, lady friend, who was a lawyer that was going to help me take care of all this. Because of course I had to fight and argue with people about, well, no, this wasn't me, and you know, I didn't do this, you know. All that had to be like done. So lost my train of thought. Like I said, all that had to be done. So this lawyer person, they worked with me to clear all this up. Like, she did her job. She did her job. Yes. Now, as far as paying her, the other person involved in my conception, who I've disowned, not because of this situation, but I've disowned him because of many other situations. He was supposed to handle it, like the payment and all that. From my understanding, there really wasn't going to be a payment. It was more of a situation because it was an entanglement between him and the lawyer, and it was supposed to be, you know, well, that's your daughter, I'm gonna do this for her. It was gonna be that kind of thing. Well, you know, the entanglement with them didn't work out. So come to find out, she like came against me for the money to pay for this. And I didn't know about it for a long time because I guess the summons or the bills, whatever it was that she was sending out, was going to his house, not where I lived, because I've never lived with him. But I guess that's the only address she knew. But that's how she was sending out these, you know, requests for payments, was to his house or whatever. And that was back then in the time where I wasn't thinking about credit. I wasn't thinking about none of that, because then at some point she got a judgment against me, which when she got the judgment against me, I wasn't working, because by that time I was in nursing school and I wasn't working when I was in nursing school. So I ain't got no job, I ain't no money, so she wasn't garnishing nothing. But once I finally did get a job, it still wasn't coming out of like when I got my very first like nursing job, when I first got out of nursing school, it still wasn't coming out. Like I said, I still didn't know about it because, like I said, I wasn't like worried about debt. I wasn't looking at credit and debt. I wasn't looking at none of that. Once I finally did, and I started focusing on my credit and credit reports and all that stuff, this thing was on here, and I was like, what is this? And I'm thinking somebody else stole my identity again, because I didn't know anything about this. So come to find out, like I said, that's what it was. His entanglement messed me up, and now I'm paying this. So that is why I am paying these legal fees every month. So the total cost of the legal fees, I would have to look so I can remember what it was, but essentially I'm paying $425 a month. And that's basically, I had to set this payment plan up so that I wasn't being garnished for like $600 some odd dollars or whatever it was. I really don't remember. So we're gonna go ahead real quick and set up this monthly view, because I know I'm like lagging time. So my first paycheck of the month for August is going to be on August 7th. 3 things due on the 7th. Nothing on the 9th, 10th, 18th, 19th, 24th, 25th, 26th, 30th, 1st. I think we are good. Yep. All right. So we're going to go ahead and write in what all is due so that we can go ahead and move on with our lives. Okay. So cut it to the side because you know I just got to. All right. Well, maybe I'll just start on the 7th. Let's just start on the 7th. Okay, on the 7th, what I have is dang on legal fees. Legal fees. I like how these write. These write rather smooth. Legal fees is going to be $225, and then what else is due that day? You know what? I missed one. Sorry, y'all. Just thought about something. I got something else due on the 17th. Okay, there we go. All right. What we have here? We got True Panion, which is the dog's insurance. That is going to be $45.68. And then we also have Comcast, and that's going to be $98.25. On the 13th, we have Avant, which is a credit card. That one is going to be $26. And then on the 14th, we have Progressive, which is our car insurance. That is going to be $212. The 15th, we have T-Mobile. That one is going to be $189. On the 21st, we have legal fees again. That one's going to be $225. And I actually put the wrong amount right here. On the 7th, it's supposed to be $200, and then on the 21st, it's $225. But I kind of did that on purpose because I want to be able to use this eraser. So we're going to go back and erase that in just a second. Also on the 21st, we have car note. And I'm doing something a bit different with my car note now because I've gotten to the point where I'm just so ahead. Because when my statement came through for August, was it August? No, September, because I've already paid August's payment, and then some. So when my my statement didn't come through for September, but it'll show you like when your next bill is due on the app. When it popped up for what was due for September, it said $0. So evidently I'm just so far ahead. What I actually want to do now is, instead of paying the $400 in one whop, I'm going to split it up over paydays. I'm going to see how that works. If I don't like how, I'm going to do it the first time and see if I like it. If I don't like it, I'm going to go back to what I was doing before. So I decided to go ahead and split it up. So for the 21st, we're going to do $250. Yeah, we're going to do $250. And you know what I did not do? I didn't put my payday flags down. I'll do that in a second. Okay. So that's $250 is going to be on that payday there. So let me go ahead and put my payday flags down because I forgot. And I actually need this because this just makes it so much easier. Alright, I'm just going to put it right here in this corner. That's one payday there on the 21st. And then my first payday of the month is going to be on the 7th. Alright, and I'm actually starting the bi-weekly payments for my car note. I'm going to start it on the second payday of August because I've already paid technically my car note for August, so that's why I don't need to make a payment on this first paycheck on the 7th. So I'm going to start the bi-weekly payments on the 21st, my second paycheck. But like I said, we're going to try it first. If I like it, I'll keep doing it. If I don't, I'm first figure something else out. All right, so on the 29th we have Hulu. And I would say one thing I have noticed about these pens already, when you first start writing, the pen has to warm up. So like if I write Netflix here and I just stop writing for a minute, once I pick back up and start writing, that first stroke is kind of weak. So like that. I'm gonna pull it up so I can show you. Trying to see if you can see it. Like right here where I'm starting to write 13, because I stopped writing and I waited a minute before I started back, that first stroke is really weak. Now these are gel rollers, so but I'm used to writing with gel pens and they don't do that. So I don't know if it's maybe just these pens, but I mean it's not a deal breaker for me, but it's just an annoyance. So $13.13 for Hulu, $17.51 for Netflix. All right. Okay. All right. Now flipping over to this second page. Oh, I'm gonna love this. The way it's just so big and I can see everything and write bigger, and I love this. All right. On the 12th, we have First Premiere, and that's going to be at $49. On the 17th, we have Best Buy, and that one's going to be at $29. MLG&W, and the bill has come, so I know how much I need to pay down to get it to $199, which I think I mentioned that in my last monthly setup. Here in Memphis, we have Memphis Light Gas and Water, which is MLG&W. With them, as long as you pay your balance down to $199.99, they will not disconnect your services. So that is what I pay it down to. It's how I look at it is that it's something that I will always have to pay. It's not considered a debt. It's not considered like a utility that I can get rid of. Like I could get rid of cable if I wanted to. Well, I don't have cable. Well, let's just say I had cable. I could get rid of cable and be fine. Utilities, can't get rid of utilities. I need lights, I need gas, and I need water. So that's something that will always be a thing, whether I live here or somewhere else. That will always be a thing. So the fact that all I have to do is pay it down to $199.99 and they will not cut my stuff off, cool. I mean, I've never had this happen, but if I had the bill and the bill was $205, I would literally pay $6 and keep it rolling. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I mean, I've never had it happen that way, but I mean, I have had a bill that came and it was like $250 something. I literally paid down to 50 something plus $1 to get it to $199, and my stuff was cool. I didn't get no cutoff notices. I ain't get none of that. So and so that's how much I need to pay to get it down to the $199.99, $130. And then on the 23rd, we have Amazon Music. Amazon Music, and that one is $1.08. All right, now I gotta go back and do this because I put 130.00 on there. Now I gotta go in here and do it for everything else. It's just, I don't know, I'm weird like that. Let me go in here and put this on here because if I don't, I'm gonna be messed up. Okay, Now let's try out this good old eraser, because like I said up here, I put $225 instead of $200 because the legal fees is $225 a month. So I just split it up over 2 paydays just so I don't have one payday that's heavier than another. So let's try to do this eraser situation and see how this works. I would like to see how it works on my stickers as well as on paper. So I might write something over here too under the notes and see how it works out. But let's erase. Ooh. It does leave a bit of a shadow, but it erased pretty nicely. Let's see if I can. You still see it has a little bit of a shadow there. I don't know if it comes up well on camera, but there's just a little bit of a shadow still there, but it erased it all pretty nicely. So we're gonna add in 200, and that was on this sticker paper and the sticker paper that I have is a waterproof premium matte kind of sticker paper. And then this Erin Condren paper is kind of like of a thinner kind of cardstock, because it's not the same thickness as cardstock, but it's the same feel of cardstock. It's just not as thick. So we're gonna write, I'm just gonna write something over here to see how it erases. Now, I will say this, on this paper, this Erin Condren paper, it is taking me a little bit more effort to erase than it did on my sticker paper. And I'm seeing more of a shadow than I did on the sticker paper as well. So I'm trying to get it as good as I can before I show you. Okay, that's gonna be as good as it can get. So I wrote hello up there, and you can still kind of see the shadow there. But like I said, that's on this kind of heavy, well, not heavy, but this thinner cardstock kind of paper. Alrighty, so here I have my August monthly overview set up. Now, I'll just briefly tell you what I'm going to be doing, because you're going to see it in my paycheck to paycheck when that comes out later this week. But what I'm going to do is, because like I mentioned with the Erin Condren monthly planner, you don't get daily sheets, and this is clearly not a disbound situation where you can add sheets to, because when I was working in my Happy Planner, I was able to add in my custom budget sheets, but I'm going to be revamping my budget sheets, and so I don't really want to use them while I'm working on revamping them. It's just me and what I'm doing. So what I will be doing is using these notes pages and actually setting up these notes pages with what I want to do. As far as like my paycheck budget, you know, number 1, number 2, and I can actually show you what I mean. I'll go ahead and just do 1, just so you can see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to take this header, and you'll see more of this when I do my paycheck to paycheck later this week. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay this header down, and I want to be precise because I'm a precise person.
And then I'm going to take one of these little thinner header situations, and I'm going to put it like right here. That's where I'm going to stick to the page, but it's okay. And then we're going to take our paycheck number 1, and we're going to layer her, or him, however you want to.
Okay, lay it out like that. So then we got paycheck number 1 right here, and then I would just write in what kind of income, you know, the income type or whatever, whether it's my full-time, online income, you know, whatever your income types are, what I budget, what my actual is, and kind of if there was like a discrepancy or anything like that, I will notate that over here. then essentially I will have another header section. So that is what I'm going to be doing moving forward for my monthly, which was this setup, my monthly, and then what I'm going to be doing for my paycheck to paycheck. So like I said, you will see more of this setup when I do my paycheck to paycheck later this week. But if you are interested in these kits here, I will be listing these in the Etsy shop, which August is already in there. I'm just going to be revamping them up a little bit because I changed the layout of some of them. But these will be available for Happy Planner Classic, Happy Planner Big, as well as Erin Condren 8.5 by 11, which is this planner size here, as well as the Erin Condren 7 by. And I want to say, yes, I have kits for the Erin Condren Petite Budget Planner, which is kind of like the budget book by Erin Condren. I made a sticker kit for that as well. And then there will be different versions of each kit. So like say if you have the Erin Condren 8.5 by 11 planner, you have the option of having a mini kit, which the mini kit would just you know, comprise of this monthly page, as well as some stickers for a budget overview page. Now if you want a full kit, which the full kit is what I will be using and what you will be seeing me demo on my channel here, where you will get the monthly and then you will get all of your paycheck to paycheck sheets. That is a full kit. So like I said, those options are available for the Happy Planner Classic, Happy Planner Big, Erin Condren 8.5 by 11, and Erin Condren 7 by 9. So yeah, and like I said, that will be linked below in the description box, my Etsy shop, for you to go on there and check out what I have. Yeah, so if you are interested in seeing more of my content, definitely hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss any more of my videos. I'll see you next time, guys. Peace.